Oh, key change. Nice. Hello and welcome back. My name is Sean. I'm a bass guitar coach, and today is my first time listening to Unleash the Archers Awakening. I believe Unleash the Archers is the band name. I've never heard of this band either in my life, and this is the very first song I am analyzing by them. It is the full band playthrough video. So let's unleash some archers. Let's go. Ooh, nice moogie sound. Oh no, it's just an electronic synth. What is that? Yeah, some other sound effects. Very nice. Almost cyberpunky even. Like sci-fi horror maybe. I dig it so far. Okay. Nice. It's probably gonna drop D. Okay. What an interesting bass plucking technique. The bassist combines both the thumb and the fingers. Nice. Oh, okay. Wow. Cool. So he uses that technique. I don't use it, but he uses it as a gallop. You know, like thumb, finger, finger, or finger, finger, thumb, whichever. So you can do the so. So instead of doing, which I'm maybe a little bit more comfortable with. Well, I don't do a whole lot of galloping in my own playing, but I suppose having 3 digits work on it versus 2 would be a little bit more efficient. So that's pretty cool. And what a singing voice she has, though. Please let me know more about the band in the comments. The names of their members and any interesting background. So far it's been a 4-4 all the way. Straight up metal, nice. Oh, a key change. Oh. Let's figure out those chords. Yeah. Wow. Alright, let's take a pause. Let's figure out that chorus. I mean, they were in D minor the entire ways up to that point, and then it sounded like they had a key change. So let's just try and figure out what the new key was, if there was a key change, or maybe they just changed the mode. Let's listen on. Let's listen on. Oh, they flipped the D minor to D major. So they went. So they were on the D minor the whole time, right? And then they went on a D major. Very interesting. Let's hear that chord progression for when they went into that chorus. This is probably the pre-chorus. Okay, so what they did was they went onto a D. They just did a walk down the D to the 7th to the 6th minor, and then they raised it by half a step to a note that isn't in the D major scale. So basically that's a flat 7 or a sharp 6, whichever you like. Tomato, tomato. Are they going to sharp? Okay. Cool. So they went on the D, which is the 1, to the 7, to the 6. They raised that to a sharp 6. Went to the 4, still in the D major scale. Back to the D, back to the 1. And how they transited from that major scale back into the minor. It's the same key center, right? It's both the D, but the quality is different. Major and minor, they're different qualities, right? So they transited back with something really cool. So they went the 1, 7, 6, sharp 6, 4, and then from there I think they went into the flat 6. And why did they do that? Because they had to go back into the minor, and the flat 6 is part of the minor scale. It's not part of the major scale, it's part of the minor scale. So that was how they transited from major into minor. Let's hear that again. Very cool. So this is the second part. Sharp 6, 4, flat 6, and they're back into the D minor again. Back to D minor, nice. So they use the flat 6, as the transition note. Gallopy. Nice. Sharpen it to the 4. Back to the 1. The 1. 7, 6. Sharp 6. 4. Flat 6. Flat 6, flat 7. 1. Nice. Interesting scale he's using. It's not the Aeolian minor scale, I don't think. Epic guitar solos. Tasteful, tasteful. Nice. Harmonized guitar lines. Everybody loves that. Woo! Were those harmonics that he did? Or were they just regular notes, just that they sounded pretty high? They were not harmonics, they were... I don't think they were. Please let me know in the comments if those were harmonics or not. But I don't think they were just probably really staccato notes. That's the one thing about this song I love. Just how they transited from the D major to the D minor with that flat 6. I love it. It's half time now. That is it. Love it. So seamless, right? You couldn't even tell that there was a key change. Nice. Wow. That would be really cool, like, you know, wrestling intro music kind of thing. Especially that breakdown at the end. Unleash the Archers. Okay. First time hearing this band. Interesting. They do have a sort of a classic metal vibe generally. 4/4 pretty much throughout the song. Mostly D minor, except for the choruses, which was a D major, which is great because it provided sort of a lift in the mood, right? And it created a sense of brightness and boldness that perhaps would not have been as apparent if they had stayed in the D minor key instead. So I'm so glad they actually went to the major, provided that lift. Even the mood felt like, you know, that everyone's just a little bit more victorious. Like I don't know what the song is about, but it feels like, you know, I believe like I can become victorious. That kind of a vibe in the chorus. And maybe awakening. Maybe that's like the point of awakening, right? When they awaken from a place of darkness and sleep to light, right? So perhaps that theme kind of coincides with the shift from the minor into the major scale. So I thought that was really cool. Thank you so much for this recommendation. Let me know if you have other recommendations. Please let me know in the comments. Any other interesting insights about this band or any other songs by this band you think I should react to. And yeah, if you like what you see, please drop me a like and a subscribe. That would be really, really appreciated. If not, thank you so much for dropping by nonetheless. And I will see you guys hopefully in the next video.